All right, this information was rattling around on the hamster wheel in the void, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out before I get to my stuff so that I don't forget about it. The eclipse season for the beginning of the year eclipse season is coming up quick, okay? I think it's like 2 weeks away. The 17th, February 17th, I believe, with the new moon. Maybe the 17th into the 18th. I'm not sure the exact time, right around there with the new moon, okay? A lot of people will tell you not to manifest with this energy because it is chaotic. Now, I only partially agree with them. I agree that the energy can be very chaotic. However, I do not agree with not manifesting with it, okay? If you are in a place where you desperately need out of your situation, or you desperately need change in your life and you are kind of at the end of the rope, this is perfect energy to do that with. However, you need to make sure, 111 on the timer, you need to make sure that you are prepared for it to be chaotic, for it to be a very tower upheaval energy. It's not going to go as you planned. It's not going to go the route of least resistance. It's going to come in and clear things out. Okay, that means sudden changes, Uranus, sudden quick changes in a way that you would not expect. All right, you say, yes, I need to get out of my living place. I want a new place. So you use this energy to get a new house. And then all of a sudden, a water pipe bursts and your house is flooding. Okay, you are getting what you needed out of that house quickly with some cleanup. All right. If you are somebody that you do not like working with chaotic energy, you did not grow up working in chaotic energy, grow up in chaotic energy, because you don't really work with it then, you're kind of just there, you have to. This may not be for you. If you want things to go smoothly, to go as planned, to go in a nice, flowy state, manifesting with eclipse energy is probably not for you. Okay, if you grew up in instability, you'll probably fare pretty well with this energy. All right, it'll start to the way that I did it, and I recommend it for those that want the change, want a quick change, and are willing to sacrifice things going their way or things going the easy way. Because I used eclipse seasons in 2021 and it completely changed my life. I believe that I used the end of the year eclipse season, the one that's in, I believe, September, October, around there. And by summer of 2022, my entire life was on a completely different trajectory again. And I was gaining truths about people that had been in my life, long-standing in my life, decades, that I was overlooking, that I was making excuses for. It made everything very loud, very clear, and moved a lot of things out of my immediate life, okay? Changed everything for me. That's why I recommend it. But if you cannot work with chaotic energy and you cannot step back and let the things happen and then take the steps according, this may not be the time for you to manifest, okay? That being said, I am going to give a warning, okay? For those that like to use this chaos energy of eclipses, moons, all of the sort, to cook up things for other people, namely destructive things for other people, I want you to make sure that you're willing, ready, and capable of eating what you're cooking up for someone else. Because if you're not able to sit and eat exactly what you've cooked for someone else, you're not capable of handling what you've cooked for someone else, I suggest you put the recipe back in the cupboard, put the ingredients back in the cupboard, and deal with what's already in your fridge. Okay? There are a lot of us out here that are very well adapt to people using energy like this to destroy. And a lot of us now have key phrases in our protections to give people back exactly what they wanted for us. And if what they wanted for us wouldn't hurt as well, like a permanent deletion they wouldn't mind that, then give it to someone that they would mind. Just like they wanted for us. Impact their life in the exact way that they wanted our life impacted. We out here need to, and I say we because we are all connected. Whether we like it or not, we are all connected. And when we try to destroy another, we are not doing anything but destroying ourselves, even if we don't see that destruction hit us right away. I can tell you, I, for one, have seen enough destruction hit people that were coming for me while I was staying in my own lane, minding my own business, that I don't want to see anymore. And all it takes is stepping back, looking at different perspectives, and healing the trauma that got you to where you are so that you can show up differently. Jealousy and envy is the root of most of these needless, senseless, destructive workings that y'all are doing out here. You can change that jealousy and envy by working in here so that you realize you have something valuable within you as well, and you no longer want what someone else has, and you no longer care what someone else has enough to try to prevent them from having it. Things are speeding up. The boomerang effect is speeding up. And I know a lot of you laughed when I said that back in 2023, I believe, the beginning of 2023. But if you've been watching and paying attention, you've actually seen that boomerang start hitting back. Your consequences have actions. No matter what spiritual belief you hold, consequences have actions. And what you send out will come back to you in one way or another, and it won't be in a way that is welcoming if you are sending out destruction. Use this amazing energy to help heal yourself and help change you instead of try to harm someone else. Happy healing.